Hello YouTube, it's Keith Kevin Ken. How you doing? Hope you're doing well today. Time again for another pocket dump deconstruction. It's Saturday, July 9th, 2016. For those of you who watch every single day. Again, Saturday, July 9th, 2016. Here in the United States, we had a $500 million lottery that one person won. Guess what? Wasn't me. Hey, I love talking to you guys, but if I won $500 million, uh you never hear from me again. Anyway, I didn't win it. You guys are watching this YouTube channel right now. You didn't win it. But the good news is we have a lot of knives we're going to play with. We do this every single day. It's where we look at what I'm carrying today, and then we deconstruct it. On Saturdays and Sundays, for instance, this is what, 8:30. It's that late. Saturdays and Sundays, because I'm such a lazy person and all I do is watch movies and lay around, I don't get out until late at night when I meet up with some friends. So my pockets are kind of empty until then. And so what I try to do is do this a little later. So this is later, but Monday through Friday, it's always in the morning, early morning, right before I go to work. Enough explanations. Let's talk about the dump. It's Saturday, so it's a tag day. My cigar's rolling. My cigar, I just smoked this a couple of days ago, maybe a week. You do these every single day. You forget which day I talked to you guys about this. What a wonderful cigar. I loved the cigar. Wanted to smoke it again, and I kept putting it in my mind that over the weekend I'll smoke one. And so I'm going to smoke this today. Oh, can't wait. The coin, that's my lucky coin, my lucky silver coin. Where's that shade at? Here we go. Lucky silver coin is a 2012 lunar year of the dragon coin from Australia. That is my silver 1 ounce coin for good luck. I have one of my old Coach thin wallets. Man, don't mess up my cigar. I've got vodka, as if I haven't been drinking vodka already. But someone asked me, so on the weekend, why would you still have this? I'm actually meeting up with some folks over someone's house, and that's some special vodka I have in there. And so we all actually, just as a joke, and we all have heavy pockets full of stuff that we always brag about and share. And so we all also bring a lot of booze on us that we share with each other. And we drink whosever house we're over, we drink all their booze as well. Anyway, it's vodka today. Let's take the knives off. You know what? Usually in the morning, because I know the days ahead, I think the videos are a little different. Usually I would be recording this around 5 o'clock, but today for some reason I just wanted to lay around a little bit more than usual. So I apologize. For those of you who watch every single day, there are some of you, I'm sorry for the late one, but you guys are probably out and about and having fun anyway. So let's talk about the knives. I really like the fact that Spyderco does special versions of the knives, some knives. And I don't know, you guys let me know. I think it's every year, but I've seen a lot of these special USN, that's Usual Suspect Network, very famous and popular knife network on the internet. And they do this one this year, or was it last year? Last year, the USN Ladybug 3, Spyderco Ladybug 3. They have, I love the, I love Spyderco Hogbills. I've got multiple copies of all of them. I just love them. This hawkbill is really great. What they did was they offered a pair, one with the plain edge. This is the plain edge that I'm using for my keychain today. And the other is the Spidey edge. That's a serrated edge. Oh man. First, I like the Ladybug and I like the Man Bug as my keychain knife. They're just so small but also functional. And yes, I know a hawkbill blade is not the best as an EDC knife, but I love the colors on my keychain with this knife. I really do. Real strong backlock for this small knife. I love the black coated blade, VG10 steel on the blade. Oh, I'm sorry. That is absolutely incorrect. Okay. Absolutely. You see it right there. Absolutely incorrect. That's H1 steel. I'm sorry. I'm so used to whenever I have a man bug or a ladybug talking about VG10. This is Spyderco's H1 steel, which means that it is rust proof. Rust proof. It could be dropped in the water and just nothing will ever happen to it. That's the H1 steel on this very special. You can see the logo for the USN network. Oh man, really nice. I love that FRN steel, fiberglass reinforced nylon. Remember, I usually just say it's space age plastic. Oh, with that liner lock. Doesn't that just... I want a big knife like that. I think they have a couple of them. It just... Is it loud? Yes. But that black with that green, and the fact that, you know, if you spill your drink, you can't ruin this knife. It's a really nice knife. Especially keychain knife. I really like it. My medium knife, you guys know I love the Spyderco Vrango. I just do. It has become one of my favorites. At some point, I think the next thing, once I get myself together, we'll start going through all the knives and start rating them. So depending on how many knives I have, for instance, Chris Reed, right now I have 48 of them. And we should start ranking them, you know, 1 through 48 as far as what I like. Well, we'll do that at some point, maybe next year. But this Vrango is, man, it's slowly becoming one of my favorite gentleman folders. I just tell you, it is really a nice knife. If you like smaller knives, if you like gentleman folders, you'll really like the Spyderco Vrango. 2.5 inch blade, S30V steel. It has that tanto blade, but it has the tanto blade, but it has that recurve right here, which is really nice. Great cutting. Oh man, I just really love it. It's titanium. It's blue. I love the satin finish on this titanium. And then they have this wonderful, you know, it's anodized blue, and then they have this dark, almost black blue that they anodized around it. And look at that. It is a backspacer there, but it's just so well done. Man, the finish is unbelievable. The lanyard hole comes off of the backspacer. And there it is right there. It's so nice, man. I'll tell you. And the liner lock for fat hands, I'm not a big fan, but man, they nailed it. There's a number of knives that Spyderco does that they just nailed, and I think this is one. I don't see this around a lot on YouTube. You know, I have a number of friends who collect Spydercos, and I keep talking about the Vrango, and every time I pull it out of my pocket when they see it, or they'll see a video and they go, "What's that knife again?" It's the Spyderco Vrango. Just a wonderful, wonderful knife. I love that carbon fiber insert as well. It just gives you just enough for a gentleman's folder, just enough extra for you to grab onto when you feel it. See how your fingers kind of, oh man, I just love this knife. That's the Vrango. Yeah, actually, I'm still in my comfort food carries. I know that the USN Ladybug looks exotic, but I just really like it. Remember, for a keychain knife, it's real decorative, but also it can do some small keychain tasks. But that Vrango is just beautiful. People will go awe in this gathering we'll have later tonight. And then, oh man, I've just been going crazy with my Chris Reeves. I hope I haven't overdone it for you guys, but I tell you, I've needed my Chris Reeve knives this week, and a lot of them I don't carry. I have right now, like I said, 41 folding knives and a couple of fixed knives. But I'll tell you, I have to do a fixed knife video at some point. Just bring out all my fixed knives and talk about them. I really don't use them. So bring them out and decide which ones I'm going to keep, and maybe start. I never sell my knives because I'm very happy with my collection. A lot of people, when I post it on Instagram, at Keith Kevin Ken, that's the Instagram address, come join the feed. People say, "You ready to sell?" And I go, "No, not yet, not yet." But I've noticed that I really went into knife collecting and bought a lot of great fixed knives. So I should go through that with you guys, and maybe over several mornings or evenings, we'll go through them and do a quick vote, yay or nay, which ones you guys like. Anyway, I rambled, didn't I? This is, of course, the large Chris Reeve Sebenza-21. It has the micarta inlays, and of course all Chris Reeve inlays. The micarta inlay is a little different. Every other inlaid knife from Chris Reeve, he does shiny show side titanium, polished titanium on the show side, and usually this part, not the lock side, on the lock side. So wherever there are inlays, it's usually shiny. With the micarta, it's not like that. With the micarta, it is just the plain Jane kind of titanium for Chris Reeve, and then the 3 inserts of micarta. I really like the the Chris Reeve inserts. I love their inlaid knives. They not only look beautiful, especially the woods and the carbon fibers. They're some of my most beautiful knives. No matter how big they are, those inlays make them feel and make me feel like I'm carrying just a wonderful gentleman's folder, even though it's this heavy-duty Chris Reeve knife. The micarta I really like. It is pretty, but unlike the other ones, and you guys may disagree, but unlike the other ones, it's pretty, it's unique, but man, it just seems more functional. And it's because it makes it fatter. It makes the handles a lot fatter as they come off of the handle, and just gives you a better grip. I just love it. Now, of course, this is S35VN steel. That's the steel for Chris Reeve these days. This one is a Tanto blade, and all the Chris Reeve Tanto blades, you have to go through True North Knives. They have the exclusive Tanto blades from Chris Reeve, no matter what the handles are. And so this one comes from True North Knives. I don't have a lanyard on this, and I don't know if you guys saw my case video. You should. There's a 3-part case video. We celebrated 500 subscribers. I opened up what I said was my most expensive case. It included 48 Chris Reeve knives, a bunch of Spydercos, and all of my Microtech automatic out the front knives as well. You should check out those 3 videos. They're fun. You'll see me take apart that case. But I really love this knife. Oh, I said that to tell you that whenever you see me hold one of my Chris Reeve knives and it doesn't have a lanyard, you know it was one of the first 4 Chris Reeve knives, or first 5 knives. I took out the lanyards because the knives wouldn't fit in my little drawer that I held all my knives in. Of course, now I have 4 Pelican cases full of knives. Oh man, and that means these are the smoothest Chris Reeve knives I have. It's just butter in the hand. I really appreciate great knives when I have my Chris Reeve knives. I'll tell you, I know the hype, and I know some people don't like them. Some people don't like anything. Okay? And that's fine, but man, I'll tell you, I have bought 48 knives and never had stick or anything from them. Can't say that about Spyderco. Can't say that about any of the other knives, really. I can say that about Strider, at least for me so far. There you have it. That's what I'm carrying for the rest of the day in my pocket. That's what I put on Instagram. But of course, this ain't Instagram. This is the knife that got away from my carry, but I'll tell you, I had to run out a couple of times this morning, and I hadn't selected my carry, so I went in my case and I pulled out the Spyderco Mamba. It was the only thing I carried. I put it in there. Even my keychains, believe it or not, my keys were just on the silver loop because I had to run down, get a couple of packages, and I didn't want to bring the boxing up, so I grabbed my Mamba because I actually wanted to scare the people in the mailroom. They just oohed and awed and wanted to play with the Mamba. It is a beautiful knife. New this year from Spyderco, man. It lived up to the hype. I actually have a separate video on this channel just on the Mamba, so check out that where I go for several minutes on the Mamba. Man, it's just great. The 3D carbon fiber is just unbelievable. It really is. Open like that, 9.2 inches. I'm not a huge big knife collector, but man, when it's built like this and it's so wonderful, smooth as silk, flips out like a dream. Look at the 3D carbon fiber. Titanium liners. Oh, has a titanium backspace, or is that G10's backspace? Every time I say the exact same thing and then I don't look it up again. The clip is kind of a standard clip coming from Spyderco, but I love all the work. I love the holes going through this. You guys can check out the video for more of this, but I love how they have the lanyard pipe right here underneath it. Man, it's a beast too. It's a beast. It is. I love the blade. S30V steel. S30V steel. Big blade. They do have a coating on the blade, and what Spyderco says is that represents a wonderful grind, but they couldn't get the grinds using S30V steel. I don't like coated blades. When I get a blacked out knife, I like it because it's black. No one knows I have it. It's for a reason. A lot of my Hawk bill blades, I get blacked out. So I like that. But other than that, this two-tone, I'm not that thrilled with it. But you know what? I'm not an interior decorator, so I can live with it. And it cut very nice. Of course, I wasn't cutting down trees. I know you guys do some more heavy-duty cut work than I do, but when I grabbed this and I had to open up, slice up my stuff, let me tell you, I impressed a lot of people in my building. I did it quick, I did it real efficiently, and then they all 4 of the people standing around on the clock wanted to play with this knife afterwards. They just loved it. Oh, it is just wonderful. That's the Spyderco Mamba, the knife that got away, the knife that I'm not putting in my pocket to go out, but it has been in my pocket today doing a little bit of work, and I was showing off. It's the weekend. Don't you show off during the weekend? I hope you guys are having a great time. I really do. I hope you're using that air conditioning, because I know on the East Coast it's been humid. I hope you're having a wonderful time. Again, remember on the weekends I upload later. It's just taking time for me. But man, I will always upload every single day. Please thumb this up if you enjoy it. Don't forget that you can subscribe. I'd love to reach that 1,000 subscriber goal. When we do that, we're going through all the Spydercos, over 400 of them. They're in 2 1/3 cases, Pelican cases. So we'll be doing that once we hit 1,000. I really enjoy you guys so much. Thanks for the comments. I read them all. I haven't been able to get back to you for a lot of reasons that I don't want to share on the internet, okay? But I do read them all. So thank you very much for that. Hey, you guys, you have a perfect day. Keep your pockets full. Have fun. Goodbye.